I can't afford to make anything else. I guess I'm gonna close up my shop and I'm gonna go be homeless because I don't have mittens anymore. That's your life now, because you bought only one pair of mittens and didn't have a backup plan. Gidget and the Mysterious Thievery of Hoppity Town. I have been holding off playing this for months. Okay. We got frogs, we got detectives, more detectives, and more frogs. Yeah. Gidget. Gidget. She's got the digits for doing the gadgets, and Gidget is a Gidget and a digit. Gidget. Woo. Not accurate to how you play a piano. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm telling you that small hints there. All right, welcome to Gidget and the Mysterious Thievery of Hoppity Town. Am I in a good? Oh, that's not as better. We'll do it like that then. Okay. All right, minimize you. Let's play a new game. Frog Detective stuff, except not Frog Detective. This is Gidget Detective. Good morning, ladies and gents, and non-binary friends. Slippy here from Froggy News reporting. It's now 6 in the morning in Hoppity Town, and it seems the day will start out bright and sunny. But don't let your guard down, my slippery frogs. Because clouds will cover the sky in afternoon, and there is a big chance of rain. Oh my, this is... You have to click a few times here, it looks like. So rather not get soaked to the skin, you better be sure to carry a lotus leaf umbrella with you. Wouldn't want to ruin that nice shirt you got as a present, am I right? Good day, everyone. Slippy out. Slippy Toad. Have you seen Duck Detective? I've played the first of it, the Salami, the Secreted Salami, and I enjoyed that one quite a bit. I have the second one, and I've just been waiting for an opportunity to slip it in my schedule to play, because that one's beautifully wonderful. Cute detectives with funny detective stories are a match made in heaven, in my opinion. Mrs. Lollihops. Oh dear, Rain. I sure hope no one gets sick. Kids are so scatterbrained these days that they forget to take care of themselves properly. Well, although there is nothing a warm cup of tea and a few of my homemade swamp cookies can't cure. Speak of the frog, they must have finished baking. Whatever could those sounds be? I think they came from downstairs. Hoppity, 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 hoppity. Ah! A beautiful bakery! Who could have... No! Stop! Thief! My mittens! Of all the things, are mittens! Oh! That's just rude. Ugh. Finally done. Crest, what time is it? Almost 11:30 a.m., Gid. Gidget's office. Morning. What? No, we lost the whole morning? I'm supposed to go to Mrs. Lollihops later. Seriously, that again? You know I can't live without my morning special. Crest, I need my sugar in my system. For the love of frogs, pull yourself together already. If I hadn't convinced you to clean your office, you would have put it off. Again. Oh, come on. And a little dust and occasional sweets never hurt anybody. A little? Occasional? Are you being serious right now? You would have drowned in a mountain of papers and sugar if I hadn't stepped in. Jeez, what are you, my mom? Might as well be. Pressed. Just messing around with you, Gid. As long as the office doesn't turn into a pigsty, it's okay to be a little messy. Just remember that it's important to have a neat-looking place if you expect to get more clients. I hate when you're right. What's that, Gid? Did you say something? Shot at you. All right. Oh. What's going on with Crest's shirt? It looks like it has a boner kind of on it. Anyway. Oh, for the love of... You know it's not that early, but come on. Does he have to make all that noise every time? Guess he must be feeling really energetic, huh? Gidget. Croak is always energetic. At least he rings the doorbell, right? I'll get it. It's criminal! Hello to you too, Croaky. Is Crest a frog? Yeah, Crest, it's a frog. Get your mind out of the gutter. It lives there. I can't get it out of a place that it's soaking in, okay? It's just there. Oh, hi, Bridget, Gidget! Please don't tell me it's another one of your let's see who can catch the criminal first nonsense. Actually, is Crest a frog? I would assume all of them are frogs, but maybe this is a salamander. There's a tail. Crest has a tail. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Has a bit of ears. Yeah. Nonsense! How do you know the police force is extremely proficient at doing their job? Nonsensically. And unlike your private investigators with questionable methods, we do it all in the name of the law. Real justice always prevails. Right. That's why I feel the need to give you a hint every now and then, or you private investigators would be at a constant impasse. Well, I don't doubt for a second that the police are more than capable of catching criminals, and getting a bit of info from an officer himself isn't something I'm about to reject anytime soon. Right? I knew you'd understand, Gidget. That again, not all police officers have citizens' best interests at heart. There are some cases they deem unimportant, that's why we also need private detectives. Don't you think different skills and abilities should have bigger purpose than just competing with each other? Yeah. Then tell us, Mr. Policeman, what's got you in such a hurry? That's right, I almost forgot. Mrs. Lollipop's mittens were stolen. What? I came straight from her home. She actually wanted to see you, Gidget. But she's afraid of another burglary taking place at her bakery, so she doesn't want to leave. The burglary at the bakery burglary. Mrs. Lollipops. Wait a minute, this isn't the first thievery this week, is it? Now that you mention it. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. There have been a few more cases of home burglary these few days, but the rest is classified information, so I can't tell you anything. What you told us was still really helpful. Thank you, Croak. No problem. But anywho, I must return to my own investigation at once. May the best detective catch the culprit. Adios, muchachos. Very cute. He's like a flash of lightning, that guy. Don't you think so, Gid? Gid? So according to Croak, Mrs. Hot Lollipop's mittens weren't the first stolen items this week. Do you think this is the same culprit? Already flipped your switch, huh? And you didn't even have any sweets yet. I guess that means we should avoid Mrs. Lollipops then. Killing two birds with one stone, are we? So you know me so well. It was a good thing we cleaned up then. Now you'll be able to find your stuff more quickly. Aside from your magnifying glass, which may as well be a part of your body, you do remember where you put your other tools, right? Yeah, about that. Gidget? Oh, stop nagging, will you? I can find them just fine. Yeah. Now, where did I put my tools? I already have my magnifying glass, so I'll be needing my notebook and pen and my gloves. Tutorial time to investigate. Gidget won't be able to use their full potential if she doesn't carry her tools. Oh no! Click on the screen to check places where she may have put them. Coffee. My desk. No office is ever complete without one, right? Does the cursor change at all? It does a little bit. Okay. Books. Filled with all my books. Chris told me no demanded that I buy this because they couldn't stand the books piling up on the floor and kept tripping over them. Here's a fun fact. I bought some bookshelves about a year ago. Like the ones you put on a wall. I have yet to actually put any of them up. I have 2 sets of them. And I still have books piled up on areas where they belong. But I have bought the shelves, so that's step 1 of the next step. I have a drill too. I had to buy 2 of those. Because one of them was sparking. So it's step by step, day by day. Oh, there's something here. Notebook was added to inventory. Trusty notebook for holding clues. Check. With this, I can record all the clues I find and write important notes. Step 1 is like 90% there. Yes, it's exactly like why 90% of the time it's my fault. Getting there is step 1 of 90% of my fault. Gidget found their notebook. Try clicking on the notebook icon to the bottom right. You can check Gidget's notebook for important clues and record your progress. Found items, clues, and testimonies will be recorded inside the inventory menu. Bottom right, but I don't see cloak. Map of Hoppity Town. Oh, there it is, right here. Notebook. Save! Save! Yay! Woo! Okay, what else does it do? It has inventory, which just has the notebook. The inventory of the notebook is filled with the notebooks, and if you open the notebook again, hang on. Oh, it just says notebook. I was hoping it would open it up again. Do you have a level? I do have a level, one with the little liquidy thing on it. And I also have a stud finder too. So I'm set in that regard. Well, do I have one of those? I have a stud buddy. which has been like hanging on my wall for like the past year because I couldn't find a nice spot to put it otherwise. It's a nice wall decoration. If you want to be like, where's my stud finder? Oh, there it is. You know, it should be a stream. It could be a stream. I don't think it should be. I would be like breaking stuff. I do like putting stuff together though. I honestly do. So it's just something I've just been avoiding doing because what if I put it up crooked? Or what if I hit something that's not a stud? You know what I mean? Or non-stud. You know what I mean? You're finding the thing I'm not supposed to hit, you know? Anyway, my trusty notebook, I use it to take down important notes as a selection for clues and a section for testimonies, and also inventory. This map, it's filled with various notes of important restaurants and just, important clues. Restaurants lead to good clues. I should eat out more. Actually, that's a bad thing for my budget. I need to eat out less, but I order in more than I should, is more the concern. I should eat out more than I order in to actually at least get out more. That's the way I feel. Anyway, I'm talking about a whole new world, a fantastic point of view. What's that, Crest? Do you want to sing too? Shut up. No, I don't. Drawers. Our drawers. We store several things over here. Crest likes to dust them regularly, so they're very clean. I also had to organize them today, so they're neat too. Well. What do we have here? It's a pencil. Pen. It's out of inventory. Blueberry ink pen for taking notes. Check. Oh, I have a pen that may fit that. I would say that qualifies as blueberry. I also have grape, red, other blue, lighter other blue, green, scream, and pink. And then there's the traditional pens. Oh, and light green. And then traditional pens and highlighters as well. So there we go. These are my favorite types of pens, by the way. These ones here, what are these called? They're Paper Mate Inkjoy. They just have like that nice flow to them. It's not as, they're okay with drawing with too if you're just doing a doodle, but the thing is that they spurt out with their ink every once in a while, so they're not consistent. So I don't think a professional would use them, just someone that's a doodle head. You'll be fine if you put it up crooked, a bit of filler, and it's fine. Hit electrics, that would be really annoying, but fixable on your own. Hit water, and that causes a lot of trouble. I don't think I would be hitting water, but I could see that being a big problem. Yeah. Yeah, this music would be playing if I hit the water. For certain. I don't need to flood my bedroom or anything like that. No one needs that. Anywho, let's keep searching here. Crest's desk. It's close to the window because Crest loves to bask in the sun. Oh, I like that too. It also causes less dust gathering over there. ... We already checked these. Drawers. Aha, these must be. I'm glad I didn't misplace these, or at least try to, at least. Gloves. Yay, gloves added to inventory. Gloves for avoiding leaving fingerprints and possibly touching dangerous substances with my bare hands. Check. Excellent. Hooray, you got all the tools. You got 3 detective points. What are detective points? Well, I'm glad you ask. Gidget needs to collect detective points in order to solve the case and get the best possible outcome. A low number of detective points may result in a bad ending, so be careful. Oh, so there's good and bad endings. How do you earn them? By questioning and investigating like a true detective. Bear in mind, though, that the amount of detective points you earn won't be shown to you from now on. Ooh. You will have to wait until the end to find out your total amount. And last but certainly not least, I've got one final piece of information for you. You can end your investigation at any time by clicking on Crest. Good luck, detective. Alright, the door to the outside world. The door that begins each adventure, the door that... We get it already. Eureka, I'm ready now. I'm glad you managed to find your tools quickly. Of course, who do you think I am? Very smart yet very messy detective. Let's just go. Mrs. Lollyhop's Bakery. Afternoon. I love that it has the little typing sounds just like in the Ace Attorney games, which I love those too. Mrs. Lollyhops, are you okay? Wow, that's a lot of police tape. Seems that Croak and the officers were quite busy for a while. Giggity, dear, you're just in time. I just finished making mini cakes. Mini cakes? Weren't her minutes stolen? There must be no mini cake. They must be no-bake mini cakes. Are they no-bake mini cakes? I mean, I don't think even the police are that fast at casting culprits. That's right. She's shaking. I'd love to have some cakes, Mrs. Lollyhops. Do you also have that tea you made me try last time? It was very good. Yes, of course. Please do come in. I'll go ahead and prepare everything. Why don't you wait for me upstairs? Sure thing, Mrs. Lollyhops. Let's go, Crest. Yet I'm not sure if I should... Oh, wait. Whatever. Anyway, don't be ridiculous. You know Mrs. Lollyhops isn't like that. She never treated you differently for being a gecko, so You are a gecko. There you go. Why would she do that now? Okay. How much is she paying you to investigate? Would it be cheaper to buy new mittens? It might be. Or, you know, like, I never used mittens with my oven for the longest time. I just used a thick towel. You know, like a tea towel. You don't need mittens to bake. You just need something to hold on to. And you should always have a backup, especially if you have a bakery. Like, what do you do if you soil the mittens? Oh no, I can't make any more muffins. I guess I gotta close the shop. I can't afford to make anything else. I guess I'm gonna close up my shop and I'm gonna go be homeless because I don't have mittens anymore. And that's your life now. Because you bought only one pair of mittens and didn't have a backup plan. You silly frog. Thank you for waiting, dear. Wow, everything looks amazing. Flattery will get you nowhere, Giggity. What a lovely story. I thought so too, thank you. It means, Mrs. Lollyhops, that you've outdone yourself. I can't wait to devour this. I can't wait to try these. I brought some sugar too, since you know I like to sweeten your tea as well. Ooh, Mrs. Lollyhops. Jeez, do you have no self-control? Get a room, you two. I can't hear you. What are you, 3? Mrs. Whoa, how do you say that, MX? I've seen that in writing, and I just always say, Miss Assistant. I don't think that's the right way to pronounce that, though. I don't want to be impolite. Assistant? There we go. Assistant, would you like a cup of tea? Oh, yes, that would be very kind of you, Mrs. Lollyhops. Thank you. What are you, and what have you done with Crest? Oh, that hurts. Giggity, dear, is everything all right? Yes, everything's fantastic. Such a good cake. Damn gecko, they kicked me down the table. Oh, yeah. But more importantly, shall we get back to business, Mrs. Lollyhops? Would you tell us what happened? Yes, I'm afraid this incident has left me very confused, and I may not recall everything. I also know that from this news that this isn't the first thievery this week. Even the police confirmed it when they came earlier. But I don't understand. Who could possibly need a pair of mittens? I mean, you do. You stealing from yourself? And you're not remembering these things? They only have sentimental value. It's not something expensive. I even made sure to protect my door further with a wooden bar. Our hands are shaking. Mrs. Lollyhops, I will definitely catch the culprit. You have my word. I'm going to make a promise that I can't really fulfill, but I'm going to try anyway. Giggity, dear. And you don't have to worry about remembering everything exactly as it happened. No matter how small, any detail that comes to mind about the incident will be helpful. All right. Okay. Let's see, what happened? Let's see, I woke up around 4:30 a.m. as usual, since I always like to do my baking very early. The silence helps me relax and I strive for the baked goods that I sell to be fresh as possible. I can definitely attest to that. Thank you, my dear. Today I thought I'd make a homemade recipe of swamp cookies for the bakery's morning special. So I finished baking a big batch of them and put them in the oven when I prepared to listen to Slippy's weather report. Then, my cooking timer rang. I heard a noise downstairs. A different noise? Not the cooking timer. That's right. I usually take the cooking timer with me, so I can control the timing of the baking while I do other things. I see. Could you describe the noise you heard? I suppose it was similar to rustling and perhaps a sort of squelching. And the closer I got to the sounds, the louder they were. Of course, I thought it was odd. I even considered it could be the oven. So I went towards the noise and, oh dear, it was awful. My beautiful kitchen was ransacked. There was mud everywhere. I was so shocked that I screamed. Then I noticed someone leaving my kitchen from the window with my mittens, no less. Okay, so the culprit escaped from one of the windows downstairs. Was anything else stolen? Thankfully, nothing else. But thanks to that awful thief, I couldn't take out my cookies in time and they got burnt. I just can't bake without my mittens. Poor Mrs. Lollyhops. It's be tricky for an old lady to grab a tray without mittens. Dish towels aren't as heat resistant, but they still work! Did you see the culprit's face or any other features about them? I'm sorry, Kickity. I'm afraid not. I only saw a bit of a shadow and... Yes? Well, I thought it maybe my eyes were deceiving me from the shock, but it didn't look like a frog. Interesting. Let's glare at Crest for a second. Profiling. Most places say it's pronounced Max with a short A, like the Mc from McDonald's, but with an S, Max. So another website said it's more like Mux. So if you're saying MX, let's say MX assistant, it would be like either mech assistant, or mux assistant. Mux reminds me of the word mud, though. I don't know, it just sounds weird to me. I don't want to make people sound like that I'm calling them muddy, you know what I mean? Mac assistant. Then it makes it sound like an Apple computer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not winning here. But I mean, like, I'm not the one that developed language. Someone else did. And some people came together and say, like, yes, this is the way it should be said. Kind of, because there's two different ways of saying it. Mux assistant. Mux assistants. Mux. Well, okay. Well, let's move on from there, and I'll try to remember. Did you notice anything strange other than Jacki here? Well, nothing other than my kitchen being a mess. The nerve of that feat, I tell you. I don't understand where the mud came from either. It wasn't even raining at that time. This morning was pure sunshine. Where could the mud come from? Maybe it wasn't actually mud, but it had the appearance of mud and could have been some baked good that was mixed up and such on the floor. Maybe. The other option is to assign a gender, just call him Mr. That's true, but the whole point of the MX thing is to not be gender specific. So that kind of defeats the purpose of having it. But either way, That's all. Oh, Mrs. Lollyhop's testimony was added to the inventory. Mrs. Lollyhops, would you mind letting us look at the crime scene? Oh, not at all, dear. I thought you might want to do so. I didn't clean anything after the police left. Thanks so much, Mrs. Lollyhops. Didn't you say you had a boner? I said maybe you had a boner. It looks like a boner. But now that we know that it's a gecko, maybe it's just some sort of spike on the belly button. Do geckos have belly buttons? Well, no, actually, geckos wouldn't have belly buttons, right? Because that's a mammal thing. Anyway. Are you sure about that? I'm not sure about anything anymore. Oh, shut it, Crest. You know what I mean. No eggs. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. It's mystery show time. Gid, just remember not to rush, okay? I know you're very observant, but you can also be a bit impatient sometimes. Search carefully. Yes, Mom. Let's do this, Gid. On it, partner. All right. Investigation at last. It's time to investigate. Move the cursor to inspect places that look suspicious. Once you think you're done inspecting every nook and cranny, talk to Crest to let them know you're done. In fact, you could even tell them right now, but why would you want to do that unless you're trying to make things terrible? All right, there's bread on the floor. Yikes, that's a lot of muddy footprints. Ah, you said it. It actually looks and smells like garbage from up close. Why the heck is it so slimy? Gross. Chris, do you have a handkerchief? We should take a sample. Thank Frogness you didn't touch it directly. Here you go. Ew. Let's just throw that in my pocket. That will do. Thanks, partner. I'm surprised you didn't use your gloves anyway. Well, I wouldn't mind it if it was a little dirt, but slimy mud could ruin them and gloves weren't a present after all. Croak would be beet red if he heard you say that and probably croaking nonstop. Still, these footprints also seem rather big to be a frog's. Just as indicated. Muddy footprints added to the notebook. Not much of a difference from the floor, huh? This has a lot of mud too. Are there footprints on the wall? At least there's less mud here. Still gross though. Hang in there, Crest. We won't take long. Anyway, from the looks of it, it seems like the culprit really escaped from here. That slimy mud. Could it come from a swamp? Swamp Thing was here. Swamp Thing gets peckish too. Maybe he's just jealous. Just wanted to get some cooking done. I would like the morning special, please, with extra icing. And I would like $1 million. Actually, so would I. Wait, really? Imagine all the sweets I could buy. All the restaurants I could visit. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I mean, invest. But also sweets. A lot of sweets. Why am I not surprised? As if you're any better. You probably spend a lot of buying the best cleaning supplies you could get your hands on. What? No, I would... Okay, yeah, that's fair. Gotcha. One of the cups is broken. I hope Mrs. Lollypops... I keep wanting to say Pops. Lollipops didn't step on it. Oh, are you worried, Chris? No, it's just... Okay, maybe I am. She's an old lady who lives alone. How can I not be concerned? Don't worry, partner. From what I could tell, she was walking normally and also wearing boots, so I don't think her feet got hurt. That's good then. Although I wonder why Mrs. Lollipops didn't mention any crashing sounds. Was this really done during the incident? Wouldn't a broken cup normally be on the floor? Maybe Mrs. Lollipops herself put it away so that nobody step on it. But didn't she say she didn't touch anything to preserve the crime scene? I'll have to keep this in mind. Well, the police were here too. Maybe the police did that. Broken cup added to notebook. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Ovens. Oh no! What is it? Did you find something bad? Dreadful. Horrible. The swamp cookies were completely burnt. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me like that? It is bad news. You're not going to intimidate me with that stare, I tell you. Okay, fine. The cookies themselves aren't that relevant. I mean, it helps determine a time of the crime, potentially, with cookies burning. Because you need to know how long they take. If it took longer than that, then, you know, they're burnt. And then it gives you an idea, like, where she went to put them in versus when the crime happened. Like, if it's 10 minutes, it's like, all this damage in 10 minutes? You're crazy. Something's not right. We'll see. Unless her timer was just completely off. I don't know. Anyway. You're right, kid. I knew you were a very capable detective who doesn't get distracted by trivial nonsense. Yeah, well, it's a shame that I couldn't try the morning special, but at least I got... Don't you dare finish that sentence. A piece of cake. May I ask a favor? Well, that depends on the favor. What is your favor, Tommy? Bad pun's my worst enemy. I thought your worst enemy was messiness and dirt. Yes, which is why I want to get out of here as quickly as possible before I actually start cleaning myself. Could you turn down the background piano a tad? Is it too loud? Let me see what I can do about that. Let's say music. Is that better? Let me know if you need it down a little more. Okay, so exactly why, it is a little repetitive, so that might be, I can get where you're coming from on that. Okay, why exactly, this is which exactly why I want to get out of here as quickly as possible before I act on and start cleaning. Yes, we heard that. You and your germophobia. But wait, even if Mrs. Lollipops got her mittens stolen, couldn't she have just used a dish towel to turn off the oven? Dish towels aren't very heat resistant. She probably would have burned her hands if she tried that. Besides, with the whole burglary incident, I imagine she must have been feeling quite panicked. So she probably forgot to turn off the oven. Burnt swamp cookies added to the notebook. Dun 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 dun. Right, the register. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. All right. Oh, this is where customers pay, and can be such a long line sometimes. Well, I have to give it to Mrs. Lollipops. Who would have thought her morning special would be enough incentive for you to wake up early? That's right, be proud of me. If only you didn't fall back asleep after eating your breakfast. Well, at least I wake up when clients come to the office. 5 minutes before, you mean. Shut it, Gecko. I'm also aware whenever Croaky comes to visit. That's not exactly a hard accomplishment, but oh well, you win some, you lose some. I knew I was your favorite boss. Kid, you're my only boss. Details. Oh, speaking of, it seems the cash register wasn't used today. Well, I can imagine Mrs. Lollipops was robbed this morning after all, so she probably closed the shop for today. Yes, that's true, but I'm talking about the culprit. It seems they didn't steal any money, so this wasn't a regular thief. Oh, you're right. Dun 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 dun. The cash register full of money was added to notebook, and we'll just take that home with us now, thank you. None of the little extra jars on the side either. Oh, what's this? Oh, a dirty handprint. It's rather big, don't you think? Yes, and it doesn't seem to have webbed fingers. Interesting. Dirty handprint. Added. Broken stuff. Oh, what's over here? The bread rack seems to be okay, thankfully. Doesn't seem like the culprit messed with these. Looking for anything else that's popping out on the screen here. I'm being very careful and meticulous. So I want the better score than the bad score. It's like the magnifier isn't changing at all. I think we're good. Yeah, okay. Let me just click you. All right, we're done here. But I want to look at the inventory. Muddy footprints, too big to be a frog's. I don't think there's anyone in Hoppity Town who wears this size shoe, is there? Muddy handkerchief. Sample of mud wrapped in cress handkerchief. Taken from Mrs. Lollipop's bakery. It feels slimy and moist to the touch. Gross. Mrs. Lollipop's testimony, which we don't really need to rehash that. Yeah, go back. I think there was another item. Oh, yeah, there were a few. Okay. Dirty window covered in mud. Culprit seems to have escaped from here. What's strange about this cup is that it was found on the shelf instead of the floor. And I know Mrs. Lollipops, she wouldn't display a broken cup for all to see. So, was this actually broken during the incident? And if that's the case, why wasn't it found on the floor? Burnt swamp cookies. Thief didn't seem to be interested in the cookies, and unfortunately, Mrs. Lollipops couldn't take them out in time. It's just really weird. Also, interesting thing, this person had muddy handprints, but wanted the gloves? The mittens? I don't know. Alright, we're done here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left. Way to go, partner. Let's investigate somewhere else. Mrs. Lollipops, thank you for letting us investigate the crime scene, and of course for inviting us to that wonderful afternoon tea. Oh, it was my pleasure, Giggity. Were you able to find anything in your investigation? Sure did, which is why I must bid you farewell for now. I'm afraid this case isn't so simple. We'll need to investigate other areas. Oh dear, please be careful, dear. I wouldn't want you being hurt. Don't worry, Mrs. Lollipops. Gidget is a bit reckless sometimes, but she's a great detective. And I'll be right by their side in case anything happens. That was meant for you too, Cressy dear. Take care of yourself now, you hear me? Yes, thank you, Miss. Take care of yourself too, Mrs. Lollipops. Bye. Oh, what's this? The gecko feeling embarrassed? Oh, no, shut up, Kermit. Let's go. Kermit. Hoppity Town evening. All right, it's time to interview some people to... I've got to be joking. Rain? Now? I thought frogs loved rain. Well, I don't mind it. As long as it doesn't hinder my investigation, that is. Ah! It can't be helped. Wait here under the roof. I'll go get us a leaf umbrella. Wait, but you'll get wet. I can always change once I'm at the office. Besides, I haven't told you before, we crested geckos come from the rainforest. Plus, we're really fast climbers. Ooh, now that you mention it. I bet they like rain because it makes them feel clean. Also, what's with the random trivia? Okay, stay there, Gid. Seriously, don't do anything until I come back. She's doubtful much? Oh, I trust you all right, but I also know you can be reckless sometimes. Ugh. Well, I can't deny that. Just wait for me, okay? Fine. Might as well put together the clues I gathered today. Clues, check. Let's start with what Mrs. Lollipops told us. Mrs. Lollipops woke up very early to make a batch of her homemade swamp cookies. She then put them in the oven and decided to wait while listening to the froggy news. Once the radio show ended, she heard something strange. What was it? She heard the, rustling and squelching noises. That's right. It was rustling and squelching noises, which she thought was strange. Mrs. Lollipops considered the oven might have broken, so she decided to check it out. After hearing the noise, Mrs. Lollipops went downstairs to a bakery, only to find it ransacked and full of mud. She also noticed it had been robbed. What was that was stolen? Her mittens. That's right, only her mittens were stolen. She even saw the thief's shadow carrying the mittens. So, with the mittens on hand, the thief escaped through one of the bakery's windows. Mrs. Lollipops couldn't make out their face, but she mentioned something about the culprit's appearance. What was it? It didn't look like a frog. That's right, Mrs. Lollipops pointed out that the thief's silhouette didn't seem like a frog's. If it wasn't a frog, what could it have been? Then again, Mrs. Lollipops could have also been mistaken. But is that really the case? Guess that leaves the crime scene. What do the clues tell me? The oven still had cookies in it. The culprit didn't attempt to steal them, so they weren't looking to steal food or figure out a secret recipe. There was a broken cup on one of the shelves, but what's odd is that Mrs. Lollipops didn't mention anything like that. It must have happened after the incident. The crashing sound is way more noticeable than a rustling sound after all. When we looked at the cash register, all the money was there. You'd think a burglar wouldn't miss the chance to steal money, but for some reason, only the mittens were stolen. The floor had a lot of muddy footprints, which were too big to be a frog's. So this confirms what Mrs. Lollipops said about the silhouette that she saw escaping from the window. The menu was normal. Nothing really stood out, only my cravings for sweets. The dirty handprint we found on the glass display didn't have webbed fingers, so it really couldn't have been a frog. But then, what kind of creature was it? Was it even an amphibian or something else? It was Swamp Thing. The bread rack was untouched. It didn't seem like the culprit messed with it. All checked. Crestature is taking their sweet time. Are they making a leaf umbrella from scratch or something? Gidget. Gidget, is that you? Huh? Crokey, what are you doing here? He has a leaf umbrella. I could ask you the same thing. Weren't you private investigators, investigating? Impressive choice of words, officer. It's the meaning that counts. I'm just pulling your leg. Yes, actually, we were, but... The rain. Yes, the rain. What about you? We've been pretty busy. Like I told you this morning, there have been a number of thieveries lately. We really can't catch a break. And this damn rain actually makes us lose an important lead. Tell me about it. Can you share anything with me? We could help each other out. Please, Crokey. I'm sorry, kid. You know how much I love... appreciate you, but we're not kids anymore. I just can't go revealing private information to someone that's not in the force. It's against the law. I guess you were always like this. More proper than formality itself. But you wouldn't be Crokey if you weren't like that. I like you as you are. Huh? What? Like me, you say? What's that white thing at the hem of his pants? Don't stare at his pants. Don't stare at his pants, Gidget. That's not what you should do with your friends that are in that department of... Anyway, Gidget, what are you? I'm sorry, I thought I saw something. It's probably just a reflection of light. Oh, mysterious white item was discreetly added to the inventory. Cop broke the cup. I should check what that thing later is in my inventory. I know what it is. I know what it is. I saw. White cup handle. A broken piece of some kind of pottery found in the hem of Croak's pants. Feel like I've seen something like this before. I wonder where you saw it. Excuse me. Gidget, actually. I met Crest when they got to the office. They told me to pick you up. What? Traitor, they did it on purpose. Well, I don't mind. Police officer's duty includes many things, like patrolling the neighborhood. Yes, so you know I could take you home. Yeah, I don't see why not. Thank you. Crokey, I owe you one. I'll just keep investigating tomorrow and murder a gecko today. All right, please come under the leaf umbrella so you don't get soaked. You can hold on to me if you need to. Okay, will do. You just acquiesce. Okay, sure, whatever. You know, it's your life. There you go. Oh, they're so cute. Gidget's office. Midday. Oh, daylight. It's morning already? I guess it's finally stopped raining, thank Frogness. Crest, what time is it? Crest? Where are they? What is this, a note? I went ahead to start questioning some citizens. I think we should split up so that we can cover more areas in Hoppity Town. We can meet later at the office and combine what each of us found out. Crest. P.S. I tried to wake you up, but you were sleeping like a log. Did the ring make you that sleepy? Jeez, what with the sudden lone wolf attitude? Have they been reading too much Sherlock Frog? And I don't sleep like a log, I sleep like a frog. Do I? You're allowed to stare so long as you're discreet. His eyes are up here. So well, guess I'll be by myself most of today. Get going. Let's get going. Look at all the cuties! Hoppity Town afternoon. All right, made it. This is the busiest street of Hoppity Town. Someone's bound to have seen or heard something about the mysterious thief. Let's see, who to ask for? This one. This one. That's Mr. Balloon. Balloon! Once a week, he's always sending mail to his family residing in Toad Town. Shouldn't bother him, though. He's always rushing somewhere and never seems to have time to talk. See what I mean? He already left. Oh, no, what about you? Oh, that kid seems to be free. Hello there. Wouldn't you like to help a detective in need some info? I got candy. Kid? It's no use. This kid's too focused on cloud watching. Can't say I blame him, though. The sky's really beautiful after a day of rain. I wonder if there's any rainbows. It seems those kids over there are starting school today. Have they moved to town recently? I guess that means their long hopple days is over. Get it? Get it. Hey, it's the town's renowned pond. The citizens love to soak their web feet in there. I heard swimming competitions are held during the summer, too. our office. We're only renting it now, but hopefully once we save enough money, we'll be able to buy it. It's conveniently located too. No, not just because it's close to Mrs. Lollyhop's bakery. This is Hoppity's main street, so it's close to everything. Mrs. Lollyhop's bakery. Even from the outside, it always smells really nice. Chris and I already questioned her yesterday, so there's no need to go back right now. Fair statement. Okay, well, this is the only other location. Another famous street from Hoppity Town. It's filled with restaurants, some smaller shops, and even a school. But I shouldn't go there right now. Better to start from the busiest street first. Oh, 2 more people came to the street. With the luck I'm having these days, I hope I can at least question one of them. Whoa. Let's go with the kid. He's by the bakery after all. The other lady's on her phone. Let's see. So maybe she doesn't pay as much attention. Hello there.
Whoa, are you a detective?
That's right. A real detective through and through. You see the magnifying glass?
That's so cool. If I can't be a basketball pro when I grow up, then I want to be a detective like you, miss.
Is that so? Tell you what, kid, I'm actually in a bit of a pinch. My assistant called in sick today and I'm in a real need of one just right now.
Can I be your assistant? Please, let me be your assistant.
You would? That'd be so helpful, thank you.
What should I do?
Are you ready for your first task as a real detective?
I'm ready.
Very good, very good. Okay, listen up. One of the most important skills as a detective is to have observation skills. Detectives can see things that most people can't.
Whoa, so cool!
And I see that you play basketball, right? Did you know that basketball players have very good visual memory? They can see a lot of fast-paced movements that other people would miss.
You're right! Our coach told us before. Practicing with the ball is important, but we also have to practice visual memory. Yeah.
That's right, kid. Your coach is very smart.
So what's my first task as a detective? Seeing things? I have my eyes open.
I believe, little one, that you might have already seen something. Do you practice with your ball a lot?
Every day. I would stay up until the evening and then mommy comes to pick me up. My house is very close by.
You're a very good boy, aren't you? What's your name? I'm Gidget.
I'm Casey.
Casey, a very cute, fitting name. Tell me, Casey, do you remember noticing anything odd during your practices this past week? There have been some robberies lately. Did you know?
Yes, my mommy's scarf was stolen a few days ago, and I think I saw the culprits. Yeah.
Culprits? Whoa. Oh, that's weird. My PC is buzzing. That's weird. Culprits? You mean there are more than one? Buzz. Can you hear that? Doesn't look like it's picking up. Okay, never mind. Whatever. I'll take a look at that later.
Yes, my mommy said it was just a dream, but I was actually still practicing the ball, so she didn't know I was awake. It's true, I really saw 2 thieves.
Do you remember what they looked like, Casey?
Well, it was dark and they were very fast, so I couldn't see them very well, but... Oh, one of them was big and jumped really high. The other one was like a lot smaller, and they climbed the wall like it was nothing. I mean, nothing.
Way to go, Casey.
Was I helpful?
Very helpful. You're making an amazing detective. She pats him on the head. That's so cute. Sorry, I have a few fans on it, and it has to be one of the fans making that noise. I don't know why.
I'm over here.
Let me go.
I hope you catch the bad guys, Detective Gidget.
I won't let you down, Casey. You can count on me. I'll find your mommy's scarf, too.
Yay!
Casey, sweetie, it's time to go home, dear.
Yes, Mommy. Bye, Detective Gidget.
Bye, Casey. Thank you. Casey's testimony. Casey's testimony was added to the inventory. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, okay. I don't need to click that right now. All right, that was great testimony. So there are 2 culprits then? That's interesting. Oh, what was that? They came from the dark alleyway. The dark alleyway. Evening. I think I see someone. Are they taking out the trash? I'm the trash. Wait, those are Mrs. Lollyhop's mittens. Ah! Damn it! What? Croak? Gidget? The thief is here. Oh crap, the thief! They're getting away. Stop! Stop in the name of the law! Name of the law! Name of the law! I'll tell you, you're criminal! You are a criminal! Criminal you! It's too late, Croaky. They managed to escape. Curses. I'll make sure to catch them next time, Gadget. Gidget. The good thing is, I think they might be all of the stolen items. There we go. Trash can be added to the inventory. This sounds like one of the songs in Secret of Mana a little bit, just like an offset. If your PC explodes, engulfs you in flames, and knocks you unconscious, I'll call the NY Fire Department. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Trash can added to inventory. What do you think? Do the descriptions match? I can see Mrs. Lollyhop's mittens, but the protocol says I can't. Oh, for Pete's sake, Croak. Lay off your protocol for 2 damn minutes, will you? Now's not the time. Sorry, you're right. Police officers should also be cooperative when it's demanded. That's right, Croaky. Well, do you recognize any? Yes, it's all here. Pair of mittens, scarf, purse, bag of cookies, a book. Oh, cookies. And that's odd. These items don't make any sense. Huh? What do you mean? Look, see? There's no coordination between them. There's just a bunch of random things. Now that you mention it. What's this bad feeling I'm getting? Good, I think I should report this. We'll then be able to return the items to the owners. All right. After giving our testimonies to the police force, as well as returning it seems the buzzing stopped. Okay. As well as returning the stolen items to their respective owners, Croak and I went back to our homes. While the police did examine the items before we gave them back, all they could gather was that the items had a bit of mud and smelled bad since they were found in trash cans. I mean, good detective work. Police testimony added to the inventory. As for Crest, they didn't come back. I let Croak know and he said that we should meet up the next day at my office. Maybe Crest would come back in the morning, or we have to report them as a missing person. Crest, where are you? The last time we saw Crest was when they went to go get a leaf umbrella, and Croak suddenly said that, oh no, they told me to go back instead and get the leaf for you. And Croak also was there with the thief stuff, and Crest is missing. And the kid said there were 2 people working together. I'm just saying that I don't know if Croak is on the up and up. I guess they won't come after all. I don't get it. Why would Crest suddenly disappear like that? It's really not like them at all. Something's not right. Something must have happened. That must be... Gidget! Oh, no doorbell this time? Must be serious. What happened? It's Crest. Did you find them? In a way? I guess you could say that. What do you mean? What? Oh, okay. A cloth paste from Crest's neckerchief was added to the inventory. See, I was thinking, like, I was about to make a joke about frog legs, but then we're talking about a gecko. Gecko legs isn't really a delicacy. Although it might be in this case. That's a piece of Crest's neckerchief. Where'd you find it? One of the police tarantulas sniffed it out from the dark alleyway. Wait, they have trained tarantulas in the police force? It was actually stuck to a part of that wall. You understand what that means, right? Crest is not the culprit, Croak. Then how do you explain that, Gidget? You planted it there. It was stuck on the wall, and we saw that shadowy figure climbing that wall. There can't be anything other than them. That doesn't mean Crest was behind everything. Look, I know they're like an older sibling to you, but you have to face the facts. An arrest warrant is already being made. The police have a responsibility to catch criminals. The evidence proves it, Gidget. Not only that geckos are really good climbers, too. If it had been a frog, wouldn't they have just jumped instead? Croak makes a really good point. But is this really enough to pin all the blame on Crest? I'm not saying you're wrong on everything, Croak, but this is still circumstantial evidence. Yeah. Just because you found a piece of Crest's neckerchief where all the items were found doesn't make them the mastermind of this whole case. You can't be serious, Gidget. It's proof enough. It is not. That's like saying the mittens are proof that, Mrs. Lollihop is the mastermind. It's not. It's just part of the evidence you gotta take into consideration in the big picture. Oh yeah? You leave me no choice then. What can you tell me about this? I knew it. That doesn't mean anything. It's just a Peach's junk. Really now? Because I know exactly how this got in the hem of your pants. You broke one of Mrs. Lollihop's cups. When you were inspecting the crime scene at the bakery with the other officers, you accidentally broke the handle of one of Mrs. Lollihop's cups. Ah! It was just an accident, and Mrs. Lollihop probably wouldn't have even gotten mad at you. But as a member of the police force, you were embarrassed. Even so, you couldn't just let the broken cup lying on the floor like that and disturb the actual crime scene, could you? That's why you decided to put it back on the shelf and pretend it never happened. Unfortunately, you weren't careful enough. You didn't think this little piece of ceramic would come back to haunt you. Okay, you win. I admit it. I broke the cup. I even hid my crime. Ugh, as a police officer, I'm despicable. A disgrace. It's all over. I should turn my badge in. I should... Whoa, let's calm down, man. But I lied. It's not the end of the world, Croaky. I mean, they're bigger lies that at here, you know. Do you really think people are honest 100% of the time? Besides, you can always apologize to Mrs. Lollihops later and let her know what happened. My point here is that even though you broke the cup, you're not the thief. He's the thief. Or one. See where I'm going with this? Look, I won't deny that Crest has some part in this. I'm not an idiot. The piece of cloth you found is definitely from their neckerchief. And I'd bet my magnifying glass on Crest being the one we saw at the dark alleyway. With all that being said, though, I feel like we're still missing a piece of the puzzle, and I believe we can find it. Okay, Gidget, I trust your intuition. I trust you. I will follow you to the end. I gotta keep an eye on you. Ah, Croaky. Thank you, that means a lot. Don't mention it. This time, let's go then. To the end of find the missing piece of the puzzle. I don't think it's forgivable. I think Croak should get the needle for lying. Oh dear, what sort of utopia do you live in? Oh my goodness, Tommy, you're tough. Are you ready? Yes, ma'am, where to go? To the place where the old town used to be. The old town used to be? The Forgotten Swamp. A forgettable place. I forgot about it. The Forgotten... Oh, forgot the name. Well, this is floodier than I remember. Tell me about it. Good. Oh, good thing we decided to take off our shoes beforehand just in case we get foot picks later. Wait, you been here before? Not doing anything illegal if that's what you're implying. No, I wouldn't, never. Relax, Croaky, I'm just kidding. Oh. To answer your question, yes, I've been here before. I know this place is pretty much abandoned, but sometimes a few of my cases lead me here. Funnily enough, they tend to be more about missing things. I just never thought I'd have to search for a missing person, too. We're similar, then. I, too, had to check out a few things about missing items over here, including my mind. I thought there have been some cases citizens attempting to bathe. Bathing? Geez, I mean, maybe it was nice he was probably being a peeping frog. Before our frog ancestors evolved, it was nice, But I don't really see the appeal now. The water's way too muddy or murky, and you can always have a warm bath at home. I know I sound like Crest. I guess they're rubbing off on you. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, let's start searching, shall we? I almost read that as leeching. Yep. I have a feeling that we'll find Crest here. A few hours later. Okay, maybe the feeling I had was slightly wrong. Where is that gecko? Are you sure about this, Gidget? We've been searching for hours. I trust you, but I'm not sure we'll find Crest here. Maybe they ran away? Crest wouldn't do that. Gidget! Face the facts. What do I do? Was I wrong after all? Did they run away? Damn it! Oh. Ah, my eyes. What, Crest, is that you? Look, Gidget, they were hiding on top of the trees. Crap. Wait. Stop swinging from branch to branch. Are they a gecko or a freaking monkey? Ah. All right. You asked for a gecko. Time for a Gidget's big jump. Ah! Ah! No! The water is so dirty! Serves you right. If you hadn't ran away, you'd still be sparkling clean. Will you talk to us now? Yes. Good. All right. Forgotten Swamp. Evening. Insect trafficking. What the frickin' why? What? Shh, not so loud. Insect trafficking? Yes, unfortunately. But how did you even find out? A few days ago, I spotted this toad Crook carrying a few jars of dead flies. And I'm afraid it's even worse than that. He was also talking on his frog phone about a plan to eradicate Hoppity Town and its citizens. That's why You acted as a spy and tried to get his trust. Yes, the robberies were just a distraction so that the police would focus on that instead of bigger crime. Will you guys stop finishing my sentences for a second? No. Okay, I deserve that for not telling you right away. Yep. Anyway, I decided to help bully I decided to help bully whoever Bully is to earn his trust while investigating him and his lair at the same time.
This way I'd be able to gather enough evidence against him.
Bully? That's the toad's name. Bully. More like
Gidget!
Whoa, so cool.
Don't encourage her, Croak.
Oh, come on, as if you hadn't used the F word before.
As I was saying, to help Bully with infiltrating the houses in Hoppity Town by lockpicking the doors.
Criminal. Unbelievable. But Mrs. Lollipops was the exception, right? She was scared of the recent burglaries, so she had taken extra measures to protect her door with a wooden bar. Oh, the window. Yes, but we weren't expecting Mrs. Lollipops to be up so early. That's why, unlike the other houses, I didn't make it in time to clean up Bully's traces after he stole our mittens. I actually thought that was my chance to catch him, but I underestimated him. Don't tell me. Is that why you were in the alleyway?
That damn toad told me to meet him there so we could plan our next mood.
But
all he did was leave the stolen items in the trash cans where he saw the police were near.
What a farce.
Gidget, we should go to his lair before he manages to escape.
I'll buy you some time and distract him.
You and Croak should collect all the evidence to frame him, and then...
You want the authority figures to frame someone? What? I mean, I guess that some would do that, I suppose, but you know. And we'll be able to catch him red-handed. Wait, his lair? What do you mean? There's nothing... What? Is that a house? You're right. Why didn't I see it before? Because you didn't look before. It must have been a fog. We couldn't see Crest hiding in the trees either, after all. Well, at least until my great splash. Aha.
Very funny. Anyways, I'll go ahead. Please be careful, both of you.
Don't mind me going off on my own, the person who ran away before and already confessed that I'm working with criminals. Bye. Don't worry, Crest, as a police officer, no, as a fellow investigator, I've got your back, fellow criminal.
I'm counting on you.
Let's do this, team. All right, we should hurry now that Crest's buying us some time. Let's go inside. Why is it so dark? Ah! What happened? I think I bumped into something. Oh boy, are you okay? We still shouldn't turn on the lights, though. That might give us away. Good, Gid, but more importantly, look at this. It was right on top of this furniture. Jar of flies was added to the inventory. A jar of flies. Chris was telling the truth. There are flies in jars. This is huge. Let's see what more we can find, and then we can tell the Force to analyze all of this evidence. Good point. Yes, let's grab as many clues as we can. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Froggy.
Gidget, run!
Look out! Ooh, he's got style. Bark! Croak! I'm okay. Catch him before he escapes. On it. Get back here, you big warty toad! Warty toad. What's so funny? You really need to get more creative with your insults, Froggy. Whatever, I'm a detective. I'm not a comedian. Surrender. Surrender? Oh, that's rich. What a teeny tiny froggy like you going to do if I don't? I'll kick your butt, that's what.
Gidget, please, don't provoke him. That's why I didn't want to get you involved.
Too late for that, partner. I'm already very much involved. I'm sorry, I should have brought you more in time. I should have... No. Christy, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let them go, you fiend. Are you sure you're in a position to be making demands? Froggy? Dang it, he has a knife. Oh no. That's more like it now. Now, here's what we're going to do. I've been leaving with your friend over here until we pass through that door. You and Mr. Policeman over there won't move a muscle. That is, unless you want your friend to get hurt. I don't need them anymore, after all. They were stupid enough to think I wouldn't notice their double agent hogwatch. Believe me, I know when someone is loyal to me. Dang it, he's gonna get away, and I don't trust him about not hurting Crest once he's outside. If I leave him be, he'll kill them. I have to think of something before he gets the door. What's the matter, Froggy? The light switch is too far away. Fly got your tongue? Wait, but the blinds from the windows. Croak is just below them. I think there's still enough light outside if I can get Croak to open up the blind slightly. Then I could use the reflection of my magnifying glass to briefly blind Bully's eyes. But how do I signal him? I said you shouldn't move a muscle, Froggy, and by that definitely means your brain too. You better not be trying something funny.
I'm not a comedian, remember? We said that.
Frog Detective, who croaked? Hi, Blacktails. Welcome, everyone. Please, why would I? The police are already on their way here. What? Hmm? Even if I don't move a muscle, they'll catch you before your eyes can adjust to the light outside. Please, Croak, take a hint. You know, Froggy, I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Such a shame we couldn't come to an agreement. Because unfortunately for you, I don't answer to threats.
Ah!
I make threats.
Croaky, now.
You got it. What? Time to have the sun in your eye, Wardy. Ah!
Crest.
Run.
You don't have to tell me twice, partner.
I'm gonna kill you.
Ah! Gidget, look out! Ah, my tail!
Ha ha ha, serves you right, traitor. Ah!
Bully.
Toad, you're under arrest for violation of property, vandalism, robbery, assault, insect trafficking, and what's probably a long list of many other crimes. Oh, damn it! Oh, Crest.
I'm okay. Didn't I tell you geckos' tails grow back?
Crest! Dun dun dun. Doesn't mean you don't bleed out and die or whatever. After that, Bully was arrested while Crest was hospitalized for their injury. I was really worried about them. Even if their tail would grow, it'd leave a scar. Crest, on the other hand, wasn't too worried about it. They said they'd be like the mark of a hero. And they were happy to receive some apples from me when I went to visit them at the hospital. We're solving the crime of who stole the mittens. Yes, this is true. We already figured out who it was, though. Truly, it was a big relief to know that we had finally been able to catch the culprit of this case. Croak even found traces of the mastermind's plan to eradicate Hoppity Town and was promoted to an inspector. Hoppity Town's citizens were also starting to feel more relaxed. Things were really starting to look up. Crest's case was tricky since, double agent or not, they still helped out a criminal to commit burglary. However, since all of the information and evidence that Crest found out over the course of the undercover investigation helped out a lot, the police agreed to let them go with a lighter punishment. The fact that I gave them so much evidence against Bully must have helped as well. Crest would have to do community service for all the houses they had wronged. Luckily, Crest didn't mind. They are naturally very caring after all, even if they're embarrassed to admit it. And speaking of the crime, it turned out that Bully wasn't even the real mastermind, which made sense based on the clues that Crest found. Plus, there also was that phone conversation they heard between Bully and someone else. I wonder, who could that be? Well, that's a story for another time, because today I'm finally letting Mrs. Lollyhop's morning special, the Swamp Cookies. Getting them. Case closed. Cookies! Yay! Ah, that finally made my long-awaited morning special. Yes, all the paperwork is finally done, isn't it, Gidget dear? You have no idea, Mrs. Lollyhops. It was torture. I think I'd rather do community service like Crest.
Well, at least me not babysitting you all the time has made you more responsible, eh, Gig?
Why, you little...
Cresty has certainly helped me a lot these last few days. Might clean house and might even cook me some dinner sometime.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Oh, shut up. I was surprised that even Croaky wants to help with baking. Of all of this for an old cup, he didn't have to go out of his way.
I'll let him help, Mrs. Lollyhops. I'm sure he doesn't mind either.
All right, I did notice that he was having fun baking. Maybe I helped him find a new hobby?
Mrs. Lollyhops, do you think they turned out all right?
Oh, Croaky, speak of the frog, we were just talking about you.
You were?
Oh my, these look great and they even smell better.
Really?
Go on, dear, she'll be really happy.
Yes, especially considering the shape of the cookies, you know what I mean.
Crest.
You?
Oh, my frog, did you make these, Croaky? I can't wait to try them.
Yes, I'll bring them over.
Ah, young love. Okay, good.
Bully, you complete and utter fool. If you hadn't underestimated our opponents, our plan would still be... Now. I shouldn't lose my temper. Great things come to those who wait after all. Mark my words. It may take some time, but I will get my revenge. Miss Detective.
True ending.
Yay! Woo! That was very riveting. Congratulations, you got a total of 20 detective points. I'm assuming that's good, because it was the true ending. Yay. I don't know I'm clapping like this, but there we go. And now you get to hear the wonderful repetitive piano music again. Ta-da. Alright, so that was Gidget, the mystery Gidget and the mystery thievery of Hoppity Town. Hop, 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 hop. There's only so many creatures that hop, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus all the townsfolk, minus Gecko. Okay, well that was good. It was a good game. Very happy that I finally went around and played that one.